What I like about hunting in general is I like to consider myself the alpha predator, and I like to go into the woods, forests, whatever you want to call them, and just blend in and be part of nature out there.
Dr. Robert Shelton is a big game hunter. The bigger, the better. His father was a surgeon and his mother was an RN. After medical school, they settled near Winthrop, Maine in the 1930s.
My dad was raised on a farm. His mother was a great hunter. He loved the outdoors. He loved the land. And from where we're sitting, about 500, 600 feet to our south, was where my folks had a cottage before I was born. And every summer, the day school was out, we came out there and lived the entire summer. And we had to stay until everything in the garden was killed by frost, so we prayed for an early frost so we could go back to town.
And later, the family moved to Augusta.
We had no television. We had no electronic games. We had three things. We had reading, we had the athletics at the Y, and I had scouting. And I went on to be an Eagle Scout at age 14. I loved camping out. I loved canoeing, and that's played a big part in my adult life. We did firearm training, we did safety training. When I was 10 years old, my grandfather on my mother's side died, and I was left his Lefevre shotgun, 16-gauge double-barrel shotgun, which I still have. I think new it cost all of $19.95, so it's not exactly a fortunate, a high-priced gun. My dad taught us shooting. He hunted. He took us hunting.
Shelton has hunted big game all over the world.
You've got to do a lot of studying. You've got to learn what animals, where, with whom. Then you got to learn all the rules and regulations. And then, of course, you have the nightmare of flying with firearms.
But one of his favorite places to hunt is the Allagash region.
When I came back in 1971 from the military and started my practice at the exact same time, a grammar school friend, Dick Melanson, came back with his family in his construction business. And we immediately got together and started hunting together. And Dick had hunted in the Allagash region for quite a few years. He asked me one time if I wanted to go hunting. Meanwhile, my brother was a very good deer hunter, and he and I hunted around here a lot. I got some good deer right here in central Maine. One day I decided to go with Dick, and I just fell in love with it. And we ended up having the most unbelievable, not Maine sporting camps. We lived in shacks, we lived in campers, finally got a trailer.
The Allagash is one place you can get away from it all.
As a surgeon, physician, you're always seeing people, they're always sick, they always have, you have incredible stress, especially if you're operating physician, surgeon. And it's just nice getting away from a phone. I'm probably one of the few people in Maine, or in the world, that doesn't carry a smartphone.
Shelton says hunters are some of the best conservationists in the world.
Because without habitat and animals, we have nothing to hunt. And when we do hunt, we provide, especially in Africa, well, everywhere, even in Maine, huge industry for employment.
Most of all, Shelton likes seeing nature and seeing the game.
Right now, I'm very concerned about our Maine moose herd because of my 40 years of observing up there. I've never seen such a drop so quickly in their numbers. And there's a combination of too many permits and a combination with the tick infestation. The ticks have just been wiping them out. And I really would like to see the season shut down for a few years.